H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and the YouTube Live. And I am on site. I'm in Montgomery, Alabama, with the TSU men's and women's basketball team. I hope you looked at some of the social media. We got a new bus. Go to our TSU website. We got a brand new bus, and the men is charting that brand new bus this weekend. It got all the bells and whistles on it. You know what's so unique? Putting when we flew in to Birmingham's airport, and just seeing our, let me empty this right quick. Just seeing our buses outside waiting on us, you know, it was kind of cool. It's just kind of cool, you know, seeing those two TSU Tiger buses wait. Prairie View showed up. With Prairie View, I mean, I ain't saying nothing about Prairie View, but they just chartered a bus. But when we walked out of the airport, we went straight, and our bus was on. It was just, I had to post it. I'm serious. I had to post it because it was just, it was nice. We did it before, but it just rang different this time. What's up, Sonya? I see y'all. Let me shout out to everybody. I'm sorry. I'm just telling y'all about my trip. Daryl Anderson. Y'all need to share the show. Daryl Anderson on both feeds. D. Holcomb in the building. Sterling Creeks in the building. Willie Sullivan in the building. Them TSU Tigers are off the chain. They're going to play against Thaddeus Moody's guys tonight. Thaddeus Moody, I didn't realize I was 45 minutes from Selma. I need to get to Selma so I can walk across that Edmund Pettus Bridge. I just ain't gonna have time today. Y'all just don't understand what I want. I want to get that done today. But the games tonight, the ladies are at 5:30. The men's are at 7:30. Do me a favor, text, tag, tell your friends to go and download the KTSU app, or if you're watching it, listening to it from your radio, you can listen to it from your radio at 90.9 FM. The games, I mean, we're having fun. People are messing with me, y'all, especially the Boom Boom Room. I'm surprised a lot of y'all. Maybe y'all so busy, I don't know, but I'm surprised. I talk about y'all. I can't believe y'all don't come and at least shout out, say, Rob, I'm here. Email me, Chop Shop Chop Shop Htx, Chop Shop Htx at gmail.com. And let me know you listen to the show. If you got my number, text me like most of y'all do. But he said, all I got to do is go up Highway 80. Okay, say no more. 45 minutes up highway. Chris Charles and his Lakers, they decent. I had to mention him and his Lakers. He's still hanging on. Anthony Davis whining and crying. Y'all, I got some unique stuff. That's why I want y'all to text, tag, tell somebody. I got some new unique stuff I want to share with the young people at 12:45 when they sit back down at 12:45. The young students at the Legacy School of Sports and Sciences. I'm going to share some stuff about David Stern that a lot of people watching the NBA right now. And I ain't saying he was a tyrant. Now he's something else now, but he did a lot of things to help the NBA, and I'm gonna give y'all that story about him at 12:45 when the youngsters watching Tyrone Caldwell. Yeah, some of y'all might already know everything, but I'm just gonna give you some stuff. I'm trying to get to my all of my devices. You know, when I'm on the road like this, it's just different. You follow me? It's just a little bit different because I don't have all my stuff going on. So that man said Lakers in 5. Reginald Simpson, what's up, Rabbit? Rabbit, but this United States man, and excuse me, this TSU, they just keep winning, man. They keep winning, Rabbit. The women are still undefeated. Let me go to the women first. They still undefeated. Texas Southern women basketball team emerged victorious against the Alabama A&M Bulldogs. Final score of 75 to 65, leaving the Lady Tigers conference record untouched at 6-0. Oh my goodness, they 6-0. It was a big matchup, and it was marked as the lone meeting between both teams during the regular season. They ain't gonna meet but once. We ain't gonna mess with the Alabama teams but one. Wow, I didn't realize. So we got to go take care of this business. Oh, okay. It's different things. Like I'm thinking, we have to, because the Florida team's gonna be coming to us this year, the A&M and the Bethune-Cookmans. So they have to mix that stuff around. I don't know how they do it, Mr. Fobb, but Mr. Fobb, I spoke to Don Thornton, the head coach at I didn't want to mess with her. She got her head tore off, and I didn't really want to mess with her, but I told her after the game she got a little more relaxed, and when I went back into the VIP area where she was, and I just told her. She said, "Tell her." She said, "Hi." She says, "Hi." So yeah. I hooked that up for you. I mean, well, you already know her. But I was thinking about this. Um, the battle also, Don Thornton has a history with TSU at two previous institutions. I didn't realize. Somebody was telling me Don Thornton wanted to be the coach at TSU, but I think TSU might have, I don't know, Shonda or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But that Burnett Skeet, y'all need to put that name in your lexicon. Burnett Skeet is killing them. She's 6-0 in the SWAC, and guess what? Ain't turning back. She said, "I'll never forget the time I walked. I rode on the bus with the lady. I never forget. When they get off that bus, they said, 'Crowns on, all in.' In other words, put your crowns on because you're a queen, and everybody gonna be all in." She was doing that when they were losing, and she's doing that now. I am so proud of Coach Skeet because I was there with her. I was there supporting these girls when they wasn't having the success they are now. And that lady then went, do y'all know all five of the starters were not playing here last year? All five of the starters were not playing here last year. So she got some people that we had playing significant minutes coming off the bench. That makes you a better team. That makes you a better team. It ain't nothing to diminish the people who already was there. It just makes it a better team. Hey, Bethany, she was at Alabama in the East, and then at Prairie View. Okay, she was at Prairie View. Okay, um, but shout out to those girls and shout out to the men. Let me shout out to the men's basketball team because they played tonight, and Alabama A&M Alabama State is a cold piece of work. Cold piece. But let me tell you about the men in Alabama A&M the other night. It wasn't the prettiest wins, they said, but TSU would take it, and they outlasted Alabama A&M in overtime the other day. It's just y'all. I don't know what the hell got into us the other day. It was weird. Um, but with the win, Texas Southern head coach Johnny Jones is 13-0 lifetime against Alabama A&M. Wow. TSU continues its domination in the series against Alabama A&M. The Tigers have won 22 straight and 33 of the past 34 matchups. Wow, despite the historical data, A&M played TSU close last season in the semis of the SWAC. Sure did. So I was just letting you know that the Tigers wasted no time and setting the tone. Great, man. I like this trip. I like this trip. We're in downtown Montgomery right now, and I like the trip to Alabama. Uh, and just some about it I like. And earlier, my throat was hurting. I went to make sure I get me some lemon and honey and tea, just making me feel a little bit better. He said, "A SWAC tournament going to be live." Yeah. Hey, y'all. Oh my God. Yes. In Atlanta. Yes. Hey, hey, y'all. Boom, boom, boom. Road trip. Road trip. You got time. You got time. Cheap flights. Get you some hotel. Road trip. Boom, boom, boom. That's the boom, boom, boom road trip. Let's come to Atlanta and invade Atlanta for the SWAC championship. Yeah, you come on. You go everywhere else. Let's invade Atlanta. All right. Go talk to your wife, your whoever, your whatever, your girlfriend, whatever. Say, look, let's go to Atlanta and support our teams. Okay, because it's gonna be on and popping in Atlanta down there. Thank you, Father, for bringing that up. Uh, he said the riverfront is beautiful. I know, but the weather is kind of rainy right now, so I just didn't really want to get out. Even Huntsville had a nice little community we were staying in. So shout out to Johnny Jones and Burnett Skeet. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. We got we got to support our team. Okay, let's get this straight right now. We can't be playing around. Let's support our teams. We gotta, for you know how people talking about they winning now, especially since they winning. No, support them anyway. Y'all always remember sports go in cycles and cycle. Y'all got to remember, just before Patrick Mahomes came there, the Chiefs was getting their head tore off. And now they balling. Shout out to the Chiefs and the Eagles. They're gonna be at the big game. You know they don't like to call it the Super Bowl, but they're gonna be at the Super Bowl. But shout out to those guys. Jaden Daniels came up a little short. That Saquon Barkley is unbelievable. And you know, it is what it is. The Chiefs beat the Bills. I wanted the Chiefs to win. I can't help it. I just like Patrick Mahomes. I don't know why, and I know y'all talk about him. He ain't this and he ain't this, but once I like somebody, I just like him. I mean, nothing against nobody else. The Eagles beat the brakes off the Commanders, and the Chiefs squeezed one out at the Bills. The Chiefs just good, man, and they always good when they have to be good. And I'm in the hotel right now. All the guys are there. They shoot around, um, and I get a chance to miss the shoot around because I want to be here with you. They shoot around from 11 to about 12, and then they come back. So I didn't want to be late. So I always miss the shoot around on Monday. And what happens after the show? I take a shower. We get ready, and we go over. They take us over so we can call the women's game. So we leave the men and we go. And I'm just giving y'all some stuff that I be doing. Some people think I think the next time we go, I'm gonna start chronicling because I could have chronicled this, but I just don't want to take away the information and the stuff from the young men and the women who's playing about putting me on social media. But some people just say we just want to know what's going on. Mr. Hatter, we just want to go. So, you know, I thought about it this time. Matter of fact, I took a couple of takes, but I didn't like the way they sound, so I didn't put them. I got a whole lot of bloopers. So I'm not going to show you all them bloopers. But Mahomes is the definition of winning and with less. I'm not going to say they got less. No, I don't. Now I wouldn't say they got less. They're good basketball, good football team. I wouldn't say they got less. But I want to share something with you. And what I found out, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I wish I could. I wish. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Hold up. I can't. Hold up, y'all. Hold up, y'all. I, I, I got the TV. I got the hotel TV up on. Let me see. Can I do it? Let me see. Can I do it? Hold on. Let me see. See? Hold up. Can y'all see? Oh, come on. Don't do me like that. Uh, hold on. Hold on. Let me try it again. Let me try it again. I'm supposed to click this, right? Then they supposed to say you can come on. Uh, uh, I was gonna show you. I was gonna show y'all my how my hotel. I got the Chop Shop up on the wall. It wouldn't let me do it. The little camera wouldn't act right. I don't know what the hell wrong with this little camera. It wouldn't act right. Let's go to camera. Oh, there it is. There it is. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All right, y'all see it now? Up on the screen, y'all see me? Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it playing in the hotel room, y'all. You feel me? I got it up on the wall. I just wanted to mess around and play around with it. But I was thinking about, and I hope we get and understand this. Somebody sent this to me. They said winning is a habit. Farview coaching down there. Winning is a habit. They said courage is an action and confidence is a practice. Let me read that again. Winning is a habit. Courage is an action. Confidence is a practice. Share the show, everybody, because somebody might need that. Winning is a habit. Tell your baby when they leave. Winning is a habit. Courage is an action. And confidence is a practice. You got to practice so much that you have confidence. When I practice this move so much, y'all got to take a little Pedialyte today. Excuse me, I'm not getting a commercial. Y'all, this old man be on the road and all these crazy weathers, y'all. Y'all don't have me. I got some more golf to play. But that's exactly who the Kansas City Chiefs are. Winning is a habit. Courage is action, and confidence is a practice. And a shout out to the Rockets. They play today. They're 30-14. They play the Celtics, who are 32-14 today. And Emil Udoka returns to Boston, the scene of the crime. There's no pun intended. And the winner will be the sole possession of third best record in the NBA. The Rockets tonight versus the Celtics. Y'all, the NBA the NBA is king now. Football is over. Football is over. College football is over. Everything's over. So, we can get to talking about the NBA right now. It's king like that. But shout out to them Rockets, man. They're 30-14. And a lot of people, they claiming them now, but y'all they claim them. I was out there. Kevin Freeman know I was out there on the island by myself. Kevin Freeman, he'll tell you. Wait there, I thought I saw his name up there. No, I didn't see it. Eric Boone is in the building. What's up, Eric Boone? Status Moody. I'm down in Joe Louis. I'm down in Montgomery, Alabama, 45 minutes from the Selma, where the Edmund Pettus Bridge is. And I'm thinking, boy, I want to go down there so bad. Because I said, but you know what? I'm going to come down here so I can really, really spend time. I don't want to be going back and forth. Oh, Freeman, you there? Okay. But shout out today to Shadur Sanders. I just love that little boy. I love him. I never forget. We lost the Boom Boom Room. Well, it really wasn't no Boom Boom. It's a person who had just started watching the Boom Boom Room. We lost somebody, y'all, one day that I did not know that this person and didn't not like the Sanders family. Boom. So y'all know my reverence for the Sanders family. Y'all know I like them. You know what I'm saying? I can't let nobody tell me who not to like. And this lady came on and she was talking. I was talking about what the good things that Shadur and Shiloh. Well, then she typed on the screen talking about well, they need to pay that man his money. And I didn't know what she was talking about. She just said they need to pay that man his money. And I said, okay. And I kind of blowed it off. I didn't know. I said, what you talking about? I'm just talking about the things they're doing on the campus right now. And then they need to pay his man. That ain't no role models to me. They're talking crazy. And I said, then she explained some about, when Shiloh was 15, something happened at the school. Him and the security guard got into it. And the security guard, they were wrestling, and the security guard got paralyzed. So they couldn't ask for the money. They didn't file a criminal complaint. They filed a civil complaint. The man wanted $20 million from Shiloh dad and mom. And he kept trying to win the case and kept trying to win the case, and something happened. Shiloh didn't show up for one of the court cases, and the judge, instead of looking at the case, I looked at it. They filed and gave. You know how when you don't show up, okay, I'm filing for the plaintiff. So I didn't know that the lady. Then I found out my partner called me. So I just said, damn. I said she was so adamant. She commented at least 40 times about it, right? So she was so adamant about it, and I said, you must got something going on with the dude. I was just, that was just unjust. Oh, she getting mad. Don't disrespect me. No, something had you when you comment 45, then and 50 times on one subject, something is wrong. So a partner of mine who knows her, he called and told me what happened. I can't tell y'all what happened because he didn't want, but all that happened to do with her nephew went to school beside Shiloh and stuff like that, and he didn't play in Shiloh. They played the same position. Shiloh played over, and so that kind of stuff. Sonya, you was on the show that day. You remember that lady? I forgot her name, but this is what I love about this kid, man. Share the show, y'all, because all our kids need to speak like this about us. You know what? I promise you, I probably didn't even put it up on the screen. Hold up, man. Hold up. I sure didn't. Let me look it up. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Let me see. No, no. Okay, here it is, right here. Watch this.
I like that I'm able to get in the forefront of everything and they're able to understand me and ask me whatever question they want. I'm not ducking, I ain't hiding, I'm right here live in the flesh, able to answer whatever questions is out there.
And so many people, they look at your dad and say like that's his involvement is a bad thing, but how much has that been a positive thing for you just to be ready for these bright lights?
I ain't know your parents, being involved and wanting the best for you is a problem.
Right.
I think as parents, each and every one will want the best for their kids. So the fact that he has the opportunity to do that for me and he has the best quarterback in the country, he's supposed to do that.
See, I didn't like how they planned it. They didn't say nothing about it when Peyton Manning and his family they tried to doctor and influence where his sons went. But when a black parent does it, they always said black men ain't around, black men ain't this, black men ain't this, black men ain't that. Um, um, it was, I love Shador. I love him. I love him. He said, "Man, that's my dad." And you know what? I'm watching. Them kids love their dad. Ever present daddy. What's wrong with it? They use hold on. Y'all, hold on. LeVar Ball, ever present daddy. They got a problem with it. Y'all, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. Y'all went back there. When my son was being recruited, I didn't allow anybody, I didn't need nobody to help me with his recruitment. Guess what? They said, well, you got to go through his dad. That's a good thing. What would I look like? You got to go through Keith Favre. What would I look like? You got to go through Sonya Billings to get to Hatter. What would it look like? You got to go through Jerry Harris. Jerry Harris, people should say, I got to talk to Mr. Harris to get to my son. Yeah, it was Elway, but I don't know how much his dad had that much influence. But Elway just said he wasn't going. I don't know. I'm talking about the dad thing right now. He said nobody said nothing about Eli. Yeah. Yeah, they applauded. But y'all, that's why I told y'all there's two structures going on out there. There's a social structure. One of y'all gonna learn this one day. If you take African American studies, they got a social studies, a social structure, and a governance structure. The social structure is how they see us, and the governance structure is how we see each other. That's why we have to see each other better. That's why I won't let no lady come on this show that I don't know, and I know Prime and his family, and let her talk negative about them, and I know them, and she had an incident. Let me tell you something. If I follow her around, I bet you somebody not gonna not like her. So I just I'll never forget, y'all. Even me, man. You got to get through his daddy. That's a compliment, Sonya. When does a daddy? That's why I love all the daddies, and they said everybody talking about, well, this daddy this and his daddy this. So what? So what? My dad died when I was 12. I made sure. The reason I try to help y'all sons on this platform every day is because what? If something had to happen to me, I would. Who would have helped little Robert? That's why I'm here for y'all kids, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I take our time and not go to the shoot around, which I should be at. So I can be here on this show on a Monday morning because I care about the next generation. Robert Hatter does not want to be a generational thief. That means I don't want to rob the next generation of all of this stuff that I got in me. All of this knowledge and all this information, I'm trying to give it out, give it to you so they can have it on video, on film like this, so they can go back later on and look at this film. That's all I ask y'all to do is share the show. Share it. Don't just like me, share me. Text, tag, tell somebody right now, man, y'all need to be getting to the show because this man care about our kids. Then y'all real here and celebrate this mess like this. Where's she at? Where that lady at? Yeah, but y'all celebrate this mess. Watch this.
Look, I don't know that I've ever coached against a team that's got 10 McDonald's All-Americans on a roster. How do you even keep 10 on a roster? And that's what we faced today. And what a challenge it was. And it was an enjoyable game to coach in. And, man, was it good for women's basketball, but it was good for the SEC. Kudos to South Carolina. Great crowd today.
Why she worried about how many McDonald's All-Americans that Don Staley has on her team? How? Why is she worried about what somebody else? Yes, Michael Garcia, the kids, the Cougs had a great comeback win. Proud of them. It's funny how cool. Uh, shout out, yeah, shout out to U of H, man. I left them for dead. I'm gonna tell the truth. We were on the bus. We had just got on the bus, and I was pissed off. I was mad because I saw some players. I saw some in some players. I just can't talk about them because I don't like to talk about. I just saw some in some players that I didn't like. Just didn't have no grit, no grind, and she is in U of H hit them two baskets. They was down 6 to 17 left, and Kansas had the ball. And I ain't gonna lie, I turned it off. And then somebody on the bus said, "Rob, turn it back on. Turn it back on." And they had tied it. And Alfio, you let me know when my babies get in the class. Let me know when the babies get in the class. But bro, they love this stuff, and she was low key being defiant and throwing shade at Don. Yes, yes, yes. Uh, she trying to justify why she can't coach. I ain't saying she can't coach. She just can't beat that team. Because she done whooped everybody else. That's the first time they lost. I wouldn't say she can't coach. I ain't going that far. Kim Mulkey is mad because she can't beat Dawn on the court. Yeah, 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 yeah. But I just didn't like the way she said it. Y'all know I don't count like her that much, so it's all that. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know when the kids are seated in class because I want to give them something about a great man in marketing, and I want to give them a lesson about marketing. And one of these days, Alpha Yo, we're gonna get together. If I have a tip, we go make it. I would like to come out there and speak to them, and I can tell them some stuff that I can't say over this air to help those kids if they plan on being in entertainment and sports marketing. Uh, because I was part of one of the greatest campaigns ever in sports. That's the Little Penny and the Little Penny doll. Y'all got to realize Penny had a best friend named Greg, Little Greg, and Little Greg used to always he used to always come up to us, like he'd come up to me, man. Man, we had 30 tonight. Man, we had 40 tonight. Man, we had. I said, we. He talking about Penny. When he was speaking for Penny, he said we. He didn't say Penny had. He said we. We had 20. So we was having a problem, Alpha Yo, when Penny we was thinking about his campaign because he's so quiet. He would never say nothing. He's so quiet. They said, how? What can we do? So and I mentioned and I told him about Lil Greg. Lil Greg was Penny's alter ego. I told him the story. Lil Greg coming there talking about, hey, uh, uh, Lil Greg, man, we had 30, man, we did. So that's how they come up with Lil Penny. So all the time, Lil Penny was coming, and they were talking about and it wound up being a great plan. And so those kind of things right there, man, it's just it's an art to it. It's not, you can't read that. I didn't read that in a book. You couldn't read certain things in a book. You got to just, some people just got it. Some people just know it, and and Don got it. Don got it. I don't know how. I'm just sitting up here. The lady telling me, I don't know how that. I don't know that I've ever coached against a team that had 10 McDonald's a lot of Americans on their roster. How do you keep 10 on your roster? That ain't your damn business. They like her. She loves on them, and their parents had bought in. It's some McDonald because you can't play but 5 at one time. So it's some McDonald All-Americans sitting on the bench. So Stellar Creek said the little penny commercials always made want the shoes even more growing up. See, thank you. And now you hooked up with one of the guys who helped make that happen, Sterling Creeks, by just tuning on to the show today by YouTube. How about that? But I was just thinking about that, y'all. You know, somebody told me something. They said, I don't think people understand the depth of what Kim Mulkey was saying, trying to say. In this world, with NIL deals and transfer portals being the norm, she couldn't wrap around her head around how Don gets all of them to stay. That's hard, y'all. Them girls love each other, and Don. She really is the GOAT. And y'all, that's what I'm watching about these teams with TSU. I'm watching the kids. I'm watching them in on the bus. I'm watching them in the hallways. I'm watching them. I'm watching these teams, man. It's no consequence that these girls are winning. And no consequence that these young men are winning. These guys hang and kick it. I'm watching them in the restaurant. All the, it's winning, man. It's just don't let nobody tell you about this team here, man. These kids together, and I love it, and I love it. Let me see what else I got on there. I love it, but I want to go here, cause I want to talk about, and maybe I'll talk about it not tomorrow, but it's some stuff that I see they haven't been talking about. When Mel Tucker had his sexual assault case, everybody in the country was talking about it. But Todd Golden, the University of Florida's coach, was accused of sexual harassment and stalking. They called him Peeping Todd. His name Todd Golden. Instead of Peeping Tom, he's Peeping Todd. He was allegedly made unwanted sexual advances towards numerous women on social media. This is the college coach at Florida. Florida ranked, I think, 5th in the top 10. Shout out to Memphis. They are in the, I think, might be 15, 14, around in that area right now. I was at What's up, Paul? I was at the DBU game. Oh, okay. What's up, Miranda? What's up, Paul? I didn't see you there, man. I got to make this stuff bigger. Y'all know stuff is smaller when I got to make y'all bigger. I can't see. I can't see. But I was just thinking about that. In a few minutes, I'm gonna share some stuff with y'all. I'm just waiting on my class to get in, and so I can share some stuff with these young men and women. But Florida's men basketball head coach Todd Golden had been accused. Have anybody heard this? Is this the first time y'all hearing it? But head coach of Florida University, top 10 team, Todd has been accused of undefined number of women for sexual harassment. Now the charge has been dropped now, and stalking according to Title IX. And then it was just saying, but all the charges have been dropped. And the complaint alleged that he engaged in various conduct that potentially violated the University of Florida gender equity policy. In order to comply, they're going through all this stuff. The claims, let me see, some of the claims regarding sexual harassment, which could also include sexual exploitation, cited unwanted sexual advances. I mean, I'm just sitting here, y'all, talking about Todd Golden, the head coach at Florida University, a top 10 team. And none of y'all talking about it. Y'all talking about Haggerty as a baller and Kemp and this. I'm giving y'all some information and ain't nobody said nothing about this. That could be your daughter on the campus. And now they've dropped all the charges. Huh. I wonder if they weren't a top 5 team, would they dropped all the charges? Let me see what Florida's ranked. Y'all, I be watching stuff like this, man. Y'all don't pay attention to it. Y'all just fans. I understand. Y'all just fans, and that's what fans do. So you keep doing what you're doing, fans. I can't stop you. Let me see. Florida is the 5th ranked team in the country right now. Nobody's heard that. Anybody heard about Todd Golden? Anybody heard about Peeping Todd? None of y'all heard about it. What if that coach was a black coach? What would happen? Mel Tucker stuff was all. Don't y'all even care? That's the problem. Some of y'all don't even care. Well, they can do us any. Dad's days can do us any kind of way. We don't care. No. They have a culture of behavior at the schooling involving the athletic program. It's been going on for a while. Even assistant coach on the basketball team has reported this year's work. See, but I don't hear Ray for Austin. I haven't been hearing it on Jimmy favorite word, mainstream media. I haven't been hearing from AP and all of those people who are so great. I haven't heard from them. I ain't hearing like I heard about Mel Tucker. And Paul Miranda ain't heard about it. This should have been on national news. He said other coaches have been cited at Florida too, and it would have been and have been awarded with contract. Think about it. Michael Garcia, you ain't heard about that. If that had happened to Kevin Sampson, if that had happened to Penny Hardaway, come on, y'all. This ain't, come on now. So if they won't talk about it, that's why I'm going to talk about it. Because if I wouldn't have told y'all, some of y'all wouldn't have known. Thank you, Skip. Skip, we, come on, man. And I'm not talking, y'all got to understand, what if my daughter, don't you know Shaquille O'Neal's daughter go there? What if my daughter was one of the girls he's stalking? Man, But I want to share something with y'all in a few minutes because the kids in the Legacy School of Sports Science class gonna come in. I got to give them. I'm got to give them a master class on something right quick. He said not only that they allowed him to continue to coach while being this, yes, they did, absolutely, and they just dropped all the charges today though. They dropped all the cards so they didn't pay the girls off. But it's just funny. I didn't see it. Shout out to NBA for going to Paris and having the Paris game in Wemby. They said Wemby was a complete. Had some people that was over there. Wemby was a gracious host. Him and Tony Parker. They just did everything. It was unbelievable over there in France. And shout out to the NBA. I like that. The Pacers. They played the Pacers over there. I really, really like. Let me know when the kids are sitting in class, Alpha Yo, so I can. I'm trying to. Andy Reid is a genius. We can talk about him. Y'all, he ran the same play against the Texans to beat Buffalo, and he ran against the Texans. You know what? And somebody told me, so let me say this to fan bases out here. If you're not a Chief fan, that's okay. But resist the urge. I heard this last night. Resist the urge to fall for the narrative that I am tired of seeing them win. That we might be fatigued in watching KC going to the Super Bowl over and over again. Y'all, what we are witnessing is greatness. Just be happy that you're alive to see it. Because guess what? A lot of people ain't alive to see this. We got to quit when people good and people keep winning. They winning too much. No, it ain't. No, we ain't winning. We ain't winning too much. And shout out to the super fan. Shout out to Superfan. He visited Memphis on his last stop on a professional sports tour. Y'all check this out. I don't understand this, but this is what people do. A Colorado man is taking sports fandom to a new level, and he achieved his goal of stepping foot in the home of all 124 major league sports team stadiums Saturday when he finally visited the FedEx Forum. Matt Angeli scanned his ticket and made his way into Saturday's matchup between the Grizzlies and the Jazz. But for him, it was not a normal NBA game. It was the final step of his mission. He said, I'm trying to see every single sports team in North America play a home game between baseball, basketball, football, hockey. He said, golly. And after Saturday, he did just that. Angeli joined what is called the Club 124. And he's one of only 24 known people to have accomplished this. Rod Wells right behind y'all. He said when planning out his last couple of stops, he thought Memphis was the perfect place to end his journey. When it came down to it, he said, I had a few left, and I said, Memphis is definitely going to be a unique town, and I wanted to be there. He said, when in town, he made sure he checked out his bucket list, do all the things he did in Memphis. He went to the Blues Cafe, the food was fantastic, and it was just unbelievable. This man has been to 1,500 different sporting events. Wow. Wow. Yeah, they were tired of seeing Tom Brady. Yeah, they were. Some people were. Some of them. But that was a good. Sean, people used to get mad at me because I like Tom Brady. But let me show y'all something. If anybody, tell me if you have not heard of David Stern. If anybody on this feed have not, let me know if you have never heard of David Stern. Let me know if anybody have not heard of David Stern. And because I got I did this just for the young people in the marketing class because I want them to understand this. He said, but Hatter, I don't think is they're winning the title the way they're winning. No. Okay, well, we'll get back to that later. Let me get to the kids. Paul, I'll go back to that later. Um, young people, the single most important individual in NBA history is not Michael Jordan. It's not LeBron James. Not Larry Bird. Not even Pat Riley. But a lawyer who had a vision beyond the court. Y'all follow me? I'm finna give y'all the forgotten story of a man who took NBA's revenue, okay, from 118 million to 5.5 billion. You got me? But young people in the class, I'm gonna give you the forgotten story. This man's name is David Stern. He's Googleable. But I'm gonna give you the forgotten story of the man who took NBA's revenue, the whole NBA, this guy's make $100 million. They can't even play. And that's how much the whole league was worth back then. And he took it to 5.6 billion. Let's talk about the state of the NBA in 1984. Okay? A league was on life support. The game was relegated to tape delay. You know, the finals game, you see tape delay after the news go off at night. They play the game early, you didn't see the game till later. Players were drowning in cocaine scandals. It was so much going on. Let me give you an overview. Let me see. Watch this.
In 1980, David Stern was named the vice president of the NBA, and that was when his first ever policy was created and admissioned into the NBA's regulation.
Remember that. That was when his first, I'm going to show you his first thing he enacted when he got in the NBA. But let me keep going. Let's talk about the NBA in 1984. The league was on life support. The game was related to tape delay. Players were drowning in cocaine scandals, and the brand was in tatters. It was terrible. But this crisis laid the groundwork, my young people. The crisis made the groundwork for transformation. So when y'all hear these people going and up in arms about Trump and all of this, if this is a crisis to you, turn your crisis and transform your crisis as groundwork for transformation. Do something else. If it's that bad to you, if you see something not going right, you see a bad thing happen, lay the groundwork for transformation in it. Okay? The lawyer named David Stern stepped up as commissioner, right? He had no sports background. You know all these people talking about man, he ain't never played, man, he don't know nothing. Man, he ain't never did, man. No sports ground. He just had raw intelligence and grit. He's a tough SOB. I've dealt with him before several times. Tough SOB. Smart as hell. Tricked the hell out of LeBron. Who he tricked? LeBron, B Wade. Who be hanging with LeBron now? DeJuan. Who's LeBron crew? LeBron, D Wade, and Chris Paul. Tricked the hell out of him. I tell you that on another show. But watch this. Watch this. But he saw patterns others missed. My young people, look for stuff that people miss. Now, Bosh wasn't that big of a star. It was one more. Oh, Melo. Review, y'all. Ivan Pettit, watch this. Reviewing the NBA business structure. Stern noticed what everyone overlooked. Because a lot of this was going on, y'all. Let me see.
It was a drug testing policy. In a book by David Halberstam, he went in depth about this topic. He stated, quote, "With the drug testing rule, the league in effect admitted that it had a problem and was now moving to correct it, in conjunction with the players themselves. If a player came forward voluntarily, he would retain his salary and receive treatment. If he came forward a second time, he would get treatment but no salary. The third time, the player would be gone for life." This was seen as a strict regulation at first, but it was necessary to reduce the rampant drug use across the league. While there have been multiple instances of players getting permanently banned throughout the 1980s, some of whom were starters on playoff teams, it did in fact help the drug problem. It was a drug testing policy.
See, a lot of people don't know this. This is why I'm giving these to my young kids on there, right? Like I said, he saw some patterns that other people miss. In reviewing the NBA's business structure, he noticed a lot of things that they overlook, right? He said they were thinking small, acting like a sports league. He said, but he saw entertainment potential. Here's what happened next. What I just gave you. He tackled the drug crisis head on. Lou Lloyd, Mitch Wiggins, he came in. They came in. I will never forget. They came in. They told me the story. And they asked him both, "Man, you been smoking crack?" "No." "Man, I'm going to give you one more time." Hold up. "I'm going to give you one more time. Have you been smoking?" "No." Dave Stern walked out of the room, walked back in the room with an envelope, 2 envelopes, hand one of them one envelope, hand Mitch Wiggins the other envelope, and said, "Well, who is that on this? Who is that on this on these pictures? They was who is that?" Oh, he tackled. He wasn't playing. He permanently banned All-Star Michael Ray Richardson because for cocaine use. Michael Ray just couldn't stop. One of the talented people in the world. He just couldn't stop. Magic Johnson. He was Magic Johnson too. He was another Magic Johnson. He's about 6'7", Magic 6'9". But those bold moves created clear signals, and the market respond to decisive actions. But Stern's real genius was, y'all, hold up. Let me find it. Can I find it? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see what he did. Oh, Stern, where you at? Here you go.
All in all, he's widely regarded to be a fantastic...
No, that wasn't the one I wanted. Let's go here.
Stern also brought NBA players onto the international stage, like to the Olympics. Previously, America could only send amateur players, usually college players, to play for the Olympic team. But under Stern, that would all change in 1992, when the original Dream Team rose to prominence. This was another huge step in expanding basketball at the international level. In an article by ABC, it was reported that, quote, "Under Stern, the NBA would play nearly 150 international games and be televised in more than 200 countries and territories, and in more than 40 languages, and the NBA Finals and All-Star Weekend would grow into international spectacles." Stern also...
That's how he was thinking. He understand that stars, not systems, drives value. I'm going to repeat that to my youngsters. Y'all take notes on this one. David Stern understood that stars, not systems, drove value. Outlining where the value was hitting underpinned his plan. Next, he had to identify the things that he could double down on. See, basketball had the unique advantage. Visibility, no helmets, none of that. You can see the faces. You can read emotions. You can connect with the personalities. The best opportunities are often hidden in plain sight. His next move was transformed. Hey, y'all. Then his next move was transformation. Hey, y'all, watch this now. Watch this now. A lot of people thought it was just a blip. Watch this.
By the late 1980s, Stern was starting to expand the game globally. At this point, outside of America and certain European countries, not many people were interested. One of the biggest deals was with China. In 1988, Stern visited China for the first time and signed a deal with CCTV, a Chinese broadcasting network which allowed NBA games to be broadcasted in China. This opened a whole new market. With access to a country with over 1 billion citizens, China has slowly grown to become the biggest consumer of the NBA's brand. By the late 1980s, Stern was starting to expand the game globally. At this point, outside of America and certain European countries...
See, 1989, my youngsters, he negotiates a deal with NBC. The deal was worth $160 million annually. The innovation wasn't the money, it was the marketing approach. You're in a marketing class. He said, I'm finna treat these players like they're Hollywood stars. While others thought locally, Stern was thinking global potential. When you think pennies, my young people, you get pennies. When you think dollars, you get dollars. These people were thinking Houston. I want y'all to think globally. You follow me? I'm going to repeat that. While people around you are thinking Houston, I want you to think global. You got to see the global potential. In 1985, makes that seemingly small deal with Chinese state TV. A collaboration that could easily have gone under the radar. Sometimes the biggest wins start small. But here's the brilliant part. When he hooked them people up in China, the critics said it was a simple arrangement. Send game tapes to China and split the minimal Brad Avenue. Everybody, man, I want the bag. I want. Sent the game tapes to China and they split the minimum ad revenue. Partnership. I was telling y'all about the other day. The reason black business fail all the time, they don't want a partner. I want this to be mine by myself. Critics called it wasteful, ladies and gentlemen. But like any good investment, Stern understood the power of compound growth. That's why it was so important when Daryl Morey said that stuff about China. They fixed that situation up. Y'all know that LeBron didn't say nothing about China. No, sir. But here's how he leveraged it. Y'all watch this. One more youngster there. People connect with stories, not statistics. That's why I always try to tell y'all a story on this show instead of giving y'all numbers. Because people connect with stories. Now y'all got my secret. Show them Magic Smile, Jordan's grace. Then they're hooked. Build something people can connect with emotionally. And which each event captures global attention more than another. 1992 pushes NBA stars to go to the Olympics. Watch it. Did anybody know this stuff? What's Stern in the Olympics at? Here we go.
Stern also brought NBA players onto the international stage, like to the Olympics. Previously, America could only send amateur players, usually college players, to play for the Olympic team. But under Stern, that would all change in 1992, when the original Dream Team rose to prominence. This was another huge step in expanding basketball at the international level. In an article by ABC, it was reported that, quote,
But let me keep going here, because I played them once. He pushes the star. He creates the the dream team. Owners worried about injuries. The owners was talking, well, they might get injured. But Stern saw a bigger picture, and the results spoke volumes. When Michael Jordan went over there, it changed the whole world. But Stern, like I said, he saw the bigger picture. The Dream Team captivated the audience, go global. And by 2019, the NBA had, watch this, 108 international players from 38 countries. Growth through his vision. Even doing highly stigmatized events, Stern spurned it to the league's favor. The leagues didn't like this. Even right here in 1991, right? Magic Johnson announced he had HIV. Had HIV positive status. Stern flies to LA, sit down beside Magic at the press conference. The story, connecting with the story, and fights for his participation to play what? In the All-Star game and the Olympic participation. Because a lot of people didn't want to play with Magic because they said if they got hurt, he would get him AIDS. Because people didn't understand it back then. But let me keep going. Hold up, y'all. Let me pause the show one time. Hold up 1 second. Let me pause the show. Let me show you another video. Watch this.
It was a drug testing policy. In a book by David Halberstam, he went in depth about this topic. He stated, quote, with the drug testing rule, the league in effect admitted that it had a problem and was now moving to correct it, in conjunction with the players themselves. If a player came forward voluntarily, he would retain his salary and receive treatment. If he came forward a second time, he would get treatment but no salary. The third time, the player would be gone for life. This was seen as a strict regulation.
I just played that, y'all. I forgot to put my do not disturb sign on the show. I don't know what was wrong with me. I didn't put it up there. But let me keep going back. I didn't mean to do that, but I'm glad I played that again for you. But Magic get HIV, and Stern flies to LA and sit beside him in the press conference. Y'all hear me? Hold up. Y'all got me? He fights for his All-Star game participation and Olympic participation. He said, no, Magic got to play. True leadership means standing firm when others step back. My young people, did you hear that? True leadership means standing firm when others step back. Through 30 years, Stern weathered. Watch this. 4 lockouts. The malice in the palace. The referee betting scandal. Stern knew resilience matters more than timing. So now I got to play my Stern video. Where he at?
All in all, he's widely regarded to be a fantastic commissioner, one of the greatest of any major American sport. He expanded the NBA globally in a way we've never seen before, and also expanded them nationally as he introduced 7 new teams to the NBA, bringing the total number from 23 to 30. It's going to be extremely difficult to live up to what he's accomplished, for Adam Silver and for any future commissioner. All in all, he's widely regarded to be a fantastic commissioner, one of the greatest of any major American sport. He expanded the NBA globally in a way we've never seen before, and also expanded them nationally as he introduced...
He's a bad man, man. And by 2014, the transformation was complete. Revenue went from 118 million. Well, young people, write this down, to 5.5 billion. He reached 215 countries, 41 languages. Y'all remember, my young people, numbers tell stories. Visions build empires. Numbers tell story. Visions build empires. Stern proved that success isn't about the market you're in. It's about the system you build and patterns you recognize. So look for patterns. The courage to transform an entire industry. That's what separates good from the great. So I hope you youngsters in that class learn something today. That's something you can't learn in a book. They ain't got a book in there about that. That's something you just had to understand, and being around this business for 30 years, um, being able to come in contact with a man like David Stern, and we got Mark Tatum, who is this marketing genius, Cornell grad. He is this number 2 up under Adam Silver. When you watch the draft, Mark Tatum always do the second round, and so that I just wanted to share that with the young people in the Legacy School of Sports and Science Marketing Department. They needed to hear that, and I'm so glad I was able to give it to them, because I don't know how many books that probably ain't in a college class yet, but I can't. A shout out to y'all. So let me go. I was waiting on something else. Alfio, did they take notes? Let me know what happened. Did they take notes? So let me go here. Darryl Barnes said, "What's up, Chop? I'm sorry, I've been out of pocket. Did y'all discuss U of H Kansas game? I'm here in Kansas, and it was a great game. We can talk about the U of H game if y'all want to. What y'all want to say? Come on, let's talk about it. Let me go to the U of H Kansas game, because I know Jimmy was going to talk about it. I was trying to wait on him to come on, but he ain't got on there yet. But let's talk about it. Let's see what y'all want to talk about. U of H and Kansas game. Y'all want to talk about the way Memphis beat the hell out of UAB? This kid, but I go by what y'all saying. U of H, because they the 7th ranked team in the nation. They beat Kansas. I didn't like the way that game. That's why I didn't like the way that game was going. I remember Jimmy coming on here bragging about how they held the leading scorers to this and the leading scorers to that and the leading scorer to that. It didn't seem like they scored 86 points this game, but they needed to UAB. And Paul, I'm gonna tell you tomorrow about the Memphis and UAB game, because I got to really get into it. It's stuff happened before the game and after the game that I want to share with y'all. I want to walk to y'all and just tell you how media, they got certain people that they like. So you know what, and I guess I got certain people I like too. You got my text this weekend? No, I didn't get your text, Ray Moore. I didn't get your text, Ray Moore. It didn't come through. You need to check it. Let me see. Ray Moore said, "Did I get a text from him?" Nope, I did not get it. No text from Ray Moore. Malik Mid-Range Wilson is my favorite player on the team. Okay. When did he become your favorite player on the team? Send it to me, Ray Moore. Yeah. If it was important, you should have sent it to me the other day. The Kansas fans were speechless after the game. Shit, I was speaking. I'm just messing with you. Something happened. No, I'm gonna tell you tomorrow. I ain't gonna have time because I'm waiting on Jimmy to come on. I don't want to be interrupted when I give y'all this information. I'm gonna give y'all another master class on how y'all work around this stuff. Cause y'all don't understand. I told y'all what's gonna happen, and people are gonna be emboldened, and people are gonna do all kind of crazy stuff. I told y'all this, but some of y'all friends still voted for your homeboy. You know, because he's a businessman, Robert. I don't care if he bankrupt 6 businesses. He's a businessman, Robert. He's a businessman. But if Jimmy don't have it come up, but let's talk about it. U of H won the game 92-86. Let me just read it. Let me read what they writing about. 'Cause I didn't see the whole game, so cause we were busy out here. We had a game that day too. Uh, um, Jawan Roberts scored 24 points, including six in two overtime periods. U of H beat number 7. U of H beat number 12. U of H was supposed to beat Kansas. They ranked number 7. So they were supposed to beat St. Kansas. Just sent in Messenger, man. Messenger, okay. See, that's why I didn't get it, Ray Moore. I'm gonna just tell y'all the truth. I don't like Messenger. You got my damn number. Text me. Let me see. Let me go to Messenger. I don't even, boy, your ass would be locked. You won't get nothing from me in Okay, I send it to you. Okay, you send it to me in Messenger. Okay. Oh, they want to talk to you. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you, Ray Moore. I got you. What happened to Ramon Walker? I have no idea. Let me see who played in the U of H game. Joseph Tugler played 36 minutes. Juwan Roberts played 46. Milos Uzan played 41 minutes. Manuel Sharp played 26 minutes. LJ Crowd played 48 minutes. LJ didn't come out the game. But you said Malik Mid-Range Wilson. That's what you call him, right? Yeah, he played well. Oh, my God, he played well. He was 8 of 10. All I look at, if you 8 of 10 from the field, you ain't missed a shot. And you had 6 rebounds? Yes, I like Malik mid-range too. I like him too. JVF Francis, Terrence Austin, no shoot. They didn't play but what, 8? What the hell are you talking about? What happened to Ramon Walker? He wasn't going to play in no game like this. You got to be out your mind. Kevin Franklin. Roberts was the player of the game, in my opinion. Yeah, Roberts, bad man. I'm liking this game. I'm trying to see how this game translates to the next level. He gonna make some money somewhere, but I'm trying to see. But see, he ain't gonna be able. He ain't nobody just gonna finna throw him the ball like that in the NBA. So he gonna have to figure something else out to do. But um, I like it. I like U of H 92-86. They gave the game away to me. And let me see. Kansas. Okay. Kansas won the first quarter, 38-31. U of H won the second quarter, 35-28. A half. Do y'all know? I think I told y'all this, right? That college men's basketball is the only major league basketball program, the basketball organization that use halves. Everybody else is in quarters. But I don't know why they still in this archaic two halves. But we'll talk about that one time because I did some information on that. Kansas Jayhawk didn't play with 8 players either. This was one of those 8 players. You remember I told y'all Chris Walker said something key. He said, man, he said he had 8 behind him when in his office. When kids walk in there, they asked him. He said, "Well, what the 8 stand for?" You better be one of them top 8 if you plan on playing. You better be one of them top 8. U of H played 8 players. You better be one of the top players, top 8 players. My young kids over there. If you're playing basketball, you better work your butt off so you can be one of them top 8. Um, Ray Moore saw his coach who taught him everything about basketball, and it made him. What you say, Ray Moore? He said he lost it. He said, so good to get flowers. I haven't seen this kid in 25 years. He's a retired. Oh, one of the kids you coached. Oh, okay. One of the kids you coached. Oh, shout out to Ray Moore. One of the kids he coached came back and just gave him a hug. Let me read it, Ray, because I didn't read it right. That's why I don't like Messenger. Hold on. I didn't understand it, man. Y'all, I don't like it. It said, oh, young kid named Jonathan Mack. He said he ran into Coach Ray Moore today. This man is one of the top contributors to helping me develop it into the confident man most of you know. Wow. He was my basketball coach 7th and 8th grade and still putting in work, molding the youth of 901. That's Memphis, y'all. There should be a statue of this man right here. Wow. See, I couldn't read it good. And then he showed the picture of them in the 7th, 8th grade, man. Ray Moore, man, golly, I can't. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm trying to put the picture up here, y'all. Y'all don't understand. I'm trying to figure out how to put the picture up here, and so y'all can see it. Y'all, that's the kind of stuff, man, I be talking about. That's the kind of stuff I be talking about. Are we, years later, these young kids gonna come back? I couldn't do it talking about you like that. Ray, that's amazing, man. That's amazing. Man, I don't know what to say, Ray. I'm at a loss for words. When a young man come back and tell you those kind of things right there, man, Ray, you know how I feel about you, man. Keep up the good work. When a young man come back and talk about you like that, it's just, man, I'm at a loss for words right now, Ray. But wow, now you know how I feel. When the kid came on the show that day, told me the only reason he wanted to be a coach because of me. We don't know. We don't know. We just don't know. We don't know the lives we're shaping. These young men, I'm riding back and forth to different cities, traveling back and forth, TSU basketball team. Getting called from the ones 3 years ago that I met. You know, I'm just here. You know, and like last night I told them something. They've been repeating it ever since, the team. We was at the restaurant and I told two of them something because they were sitting near me. And the next thing you know, I get on the bus, everybody tell me, Mr. Adams, come talk to me. Man, that was cold, man. That was cold. So those kind of things right there, Ray Moore. She said, we don't know the seeds that we're planting these kids. We don't, man. But I'm proud of. That's why I do this show every day. That's why I do what I do, because Robert Hatter does not want to be a generational thief. I want to make sure that I pass this stuff down to our next generation. And so are you, Ray. Thank you so much. But Jimmy, what's going on, man? Let me bring you on in. Talk to me. What you got?
Yeah. What's going down on this fun day, Monday? Boy, Super Bowl is set. That was a great Sunday of football. You got to see a lot of.
Jimmy, hold on one second, Jimmy. I'm sorry. Ray Moore is in Memphis, Tennessee. He's a coach, a middle school coach and a high school coach in Memphis, Tennessee, Sonya Billingsley. And he follows the feed. He's also my teammate from college. So he follows the feed every day to check on me. So that's who Ray Moore is. And two guys from Memphis just trying to affect the world as much as we can. So that's why I was so proud of it, Sonya, and I'm glad you picked up on it. But Jimmy, I'm sorry. Now you can get back. I didn't want, because you got to talking and we'd have missed that. Sonya wanted to know who Ray Moore was, and so I wanted to make sure everybody knew who she was. Now, what you said about the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl is set. Two good semifinal games on yesterday as far as points scored and cream rising to the top. And you know, I'm always big on that and love to see when star players or star teams meet or exceed expectations. So here we are. We have We have a rematch of Super Bowl from 2 years ago in Philadelphia and Kansas City. Ironically, both quarterbacks from Texas, they've been through all of the rationale, and the two black quarterbacks, so it's just basically history repeating itself from that. You know, it's 2 weeks upcoming before they play this game in New Orleans. I think in case, I guess in the effort to probably further educate, one thing that's different from from the team, both teams 2 years ago, as opposed to this year, is in case you didn't know, or a reason that could maybe persuade you to root one way or the other if you're nominal. That is, Kansas City has 4 players from the state of Texas that played high school football in the state. They have 4. That's of course Pat Mahomes, White House, Texas, up far east Texas. Nick Bolton from Frisco Lone Star High School. You have Charles Umihiwu from Rowlett High School up in the DFW area. And of course, Sam J. Perinier from Hendrickson High School. Those are the 4 active players from the Chiefs that are on their roster. Now,
do they play?
The Eagles, of course, Pat Mahomes is a free space and bingo, so he's without questioning. I haven't looked up any of those other guys and see what their roles are. You guys know, but once again, it's 4 from Kansas City, from the state of Texas. There are 8 from Philadelphia. I'm sorry, 8 from the Philadelphia Eagles, whom are from the state of Texas, from high school football. 8. And of those 8 on the Philadelphia Eagles roster, 5 of them are from Greater Houston.
Jimmy, they say you echoing, man. And I just listened on my device. You were, and I'm trying to see what I can do.
Oh, let's
just go out and come back in. Let's go. Try it again. Let's go out and come back in. Yeah, I don't know. It might be me today, y'all, because I'm on they got good internet, because they wouldn't let me connect if I didn't have good internet. But I also got a backup. I got some backup for them, though, if I needed to. So when he popped back on, we'll figure something out. But I guess, did anybody have any more Super Bowl information? Because I know y'all, the reason I don't talk about it, because I know y'all don't even ask me about it. And do we have players from Houston? I don't even look, and I don't care. I've never looked at it like that. I guess it's Jimmy thing. I never looked at where they from. I ain't got time to go through that damn roster, because I don't care where they from. I just like in this particular Super Bowl, I just like Patrick Mahomes. I don't know. I don't know something about the Eagles. I just can't cheer for them. I don't know. Something about the Eagles, I just can't. They've been whining and crying all year. Maybe I don't like Philadelphia. I've been there, and I don't like the fans. I can't stand the fans. Maybe it's them. Maybe it's them. But ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't know, tonight, till Jimmy get back on, tonight, 5:30, the women's basketball, the undefeated Texas Southern women's basketball team. Let me repeat that. The undefeated women's basketball team at Texas Southern. Let me repeat it again, because y'all ain't used to hearing it, because I know I ain't never used to hear it. The undefeated women's basketball team of Texas Southern University takes on Alabama State tonight at 5:30. Chatterbox and myself will be on the call. And go to KTSU app and download the app. Go to the App Store, download the app, or watch it from listen to it from your phone or your you know, how you listen to, however you listen to 90.9 AM in the car or whatever. But I hope you ain't gonna be in the car that damn long. So get you the device so when you get out the car, you can see it. So we'll be on, we had fun the other night. Shout out to everybody. But the Boom Boom Room, I ain't seen enough of y'all in here, you know. Okay, that's all right. When y'all do something, what about it? What if I do y'all the way y'all do me? All I ask y'all to share the show. All I ask y'all is to turn on and listen to the game. But it's all right. It's all right. Y'all better I'm like Patrick Mahomes. Y'all better appreciate seeing this stuff. It ain't gonna be around forever. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Y'all have somebody else. Y'all gonna be doing something else with y'all 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock slot. I'm just forewarning you. You'll be able to do something else. Whatever you're doing. Have fun. But did you see we ain't talking about you if you shared the freaking show, dude. You always got something smart to say, Paul Moran. It's all right to just shut the hell up and don't say nothing. It's all right. I want talking to people who shared the show. Duh. Let me repeat that. Just in case somebody else got that same mindset that dude got, right? If you've already shared the show, let me speak in I don't know. I'm not talking to you. I am not talking to you if you already shared the show. We ain't talking to you. Right. Okay. I hear you talking. I hear you talking. And listen, if you Kevin Franklin didn't get it either. If you didn't, I wasn't talking. See, why do people explain something to me? Explain this to me. I love this. Maybe y'all can help. Y'all help me with this. If you already sharing the show, if you already watching the broadcast, don't you know I ain't talking to you? Sometimes I'm like what's that man there? Senior Hall. Makes things that make you say, hmm. Jim, try it. Let me see what you're working with.
Yeah, we should be better now. Should be. In regards to echoing, so you guys let me know. It's gonna take a couple of seconds for the delay, and that way we can get to rapping.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Let me try this, Jim. Hold on. Let me try this. Hold on. Let me try this. No, you're not. Let me try this, Jim. Hold on. Let me try this. Hold on. Let me try this. Now talk again. Come on, Jimmy. Say something. Let me try this, Jim.
Yeah, we hear you. Test.
Now talk again. I'm trying to hear it. Jimmy, say something. Hold on, sir. No, it's echoing all over. Echo. I got a question. And I know it's probably said it's probably because I'm in this hotel, and I just I turned my volume down on my Mac, and I'm gonna try to turn it down a little bit more and see will that help. And hope you turn yours down too. He just popped out the screen. I don't know what's going on, man. Let me see. All right, try it again.
Yeah, test 1, 2.
Yeah, it's just echoing. It ain't, shit. If it ain't nothing we can do about it, we just can't do about it. Nothing about it. I mean, you pop. Let me see what happened when you pop back on. I'm listening. All right, try it again. Yeah, just one too. Nah, it's messed up. I don't know what's wrong with it. Did you turn your volume down, Jimmy, on your device, on everything? Uh, nah, I don't know, Jimmy. Jimmy, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. Watch this. Watch this. Let me go out and just let you go. Try it now.
Yep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, shit. If it ain't nothing we can do about it, we just can't do about it. That's
That's God dog it.
just keep
God
talking,
dog
Jim.
it.
Just go on with your show,
Yeah.
Jim.
That echoing is not good on the list on the viewers that out there. So God dog it. I
Hold
had
on.
some good stuff to share with you guys today,
Just keep talking.
and including
Just go on with your show,
the selections for the
Jim. Yeah, it's
McDonald's
bad,
All-American.
Jim. Yeah, it's terrible, man. I don't know what to
So
do.
I
Ladies and
I
gentlemen, I'm gonna click Jimmy out because I don't want that echoing on the feed. Um, I don't know what's wrong uh, with it. Uh, we didn't have that. Uh, I don't know. She said mute something. No, Sonya, something is going on. Um, we always have problems with Jim's connection, but usually when I'm home, it's strong enough to take up the connection. But I'm not going to spend that much time talking about that. I saw some the other day. Um, I saw something, um, and maybe let me find out who Paul Miranda can help me with. Kevin Friedman can help me with. Uh, Darryl Barnes. Let me see. Thaddeus Moody. Keith Avery. Stay there, Keith. You said love Malik's dedication to defense and his hustle. Ray Moore. Stay there, Ray Moore. Um, Ray Moore, I saw something and I'm trying to figure it out. Um, let me make sure. I saw something I wanted to share with y'all. I was going to share with y'all tomorrow, but I saw it today. Um, I'll start here. Ace, I start here. Let's go with this. Let's go with this post on Twitter. Let's just we'll just go here. Yeah, let's go with this little post on Twitter. I saw. Let me see. Can I put it in? Am I gonna need my glasses today, Robert? Robert, are you gonna need your dad glasses? Yeah. Where my glasses at? Yeah, I'm gonna need them today. Cause y'all got to realize I am not on these big screens. I'm on my regular screen here. Here we go. This guy posted this. Okay, Ace, could you see it? Let me put that over there so I can see y'all. This guy posted this. McDonald's All-American list is out. What do we need to be looking at? Take a look. You know what? Thank you, man. That was smart. Oh, he said he gonna come from his laptop. He switched, so he's switching devices. Let me see if he's trying to come on. Let me see. I saw that, right? Says a sleeper game of the day in college basketball. This is John Rothstein, CBS Sports. Work on it. Work on the broadcast with Chris Walker. Nobody from Texas on that list. I know it. I ain't looked for it. Hold on. I guess Jimmy was gonna talk about that, so he want to get in today. Hold on, let me get him back in. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow. Now, I want y'all to see something now. Let's try it, man. Let me see what you got. Talk to me. Come on in, man. Jim.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
You on? You on the screen? Talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a delay.
It's all right. Maybe it sounded good, though. Maybe we needed the delay. Hold on.
So what I'm saying is the sound better or is it still reverbing? I mean, click on.
Let me see.
Not good on the viewers.
No. Let me see.
Wow.
No, that ain't it. That ain't you. That ain't you. That's me. That's me. And you might do. Just talk. Go on. Try to get it out. Let's go. Now, what was you saying you had to talk about, so you had something for us.
Well, in about 20 minutes, the McDonald's All-American game selection will be publicly released.
Well, somebody on here done publicly released it already. They've been talking about it while you was trying to get your phone right.
Okay.
They say nobody from Texas on it.
Well, remember now, it was about a week and a half ago, I shared with you guys I had met with one of the board members, and they had just discussed the game. But anyway, this echo is still going on.
Yeah, it's still there, Jim. It's still there. It's still there, man. I don't know what's wrong with his damn phone. I don't know. I'm going to just tell him to call in. Hold on. He got my number, so he can call in. Hold up. Let me just call him, Jimmy. Let me just call him. Let me just call him so he can get this out. Thank you. Who said that? Fareed. Whoever you. Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Jimmy, let's just try to let's talk. Let's see can they hear you over there. Go on. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, we know we ain't echoing now. That's for damn sure. So you guys were talking about the McDonald game. A couple of weeks and a half ago, I met with one of the board members just by just knowing and met them all, but not a couple of years ago. A couple of years ago when the McDonald games was held in Houston, and because I had some extra activities that were going on around that game. So I got a chance to meet a few of those people. And you just meet. And so at that time, she had informed me, and I didn't ask when I first met her about who all made it. I didn't, But then she asked me, did I want to know? And I said, no. But then when I talked to you guys on the show, some of the members were like, yeah, go ahead and check it out. And I forgot to do it initially, but I went back. And so now she definitely had confirmed that no males from Texas. No males from Texas. So I don't know, at the time if she how good her intel is, but yeah, she's not a basketball person. And now the list is upset to come out, and sure as it may be, unless something happens that it is not expected to be any player from Texas listed in the McDonald's All-American game for this year. And what does that mean? And I think that is a sad state that Texas would be thrust into, because if I'm not mistaken, Adam, if I'm not mistaken, I think that I think that I don't think that Texas, well, yes, they have, but since the turn of the millennium, I don't think that Texas ever went a year without a McDonald's All-American on the boys' side. And many people, was led to believe that certain players want to get in or was a lock, and that's just how it goes sometimes. I always just tell people, you go and you apply accountability whereas due, or hold people accountable. They tell you and serve you bad dope. So a lot of people may be unaware. John Lucas had been removed from the panel a few years ago. So John Lucas did not have a McDonald's All-American vote. Does not have one. He had one for a few years in the past. So that part cannot be attributed or blamed for the selection of, let's say, Kingston Fleming. Now, I do look at the list a little bit earlier. Nike, as far as we'll get more of that on tomorrow. Nike did have the edge on. We break down the sneaker lines, and EYBL, 11 of those 24 picks played EYBL last summer. 9 Adidas, 3 Puma, 1 Under Armour. Not that means anything here or there, but it's a big one. It sounds like it's a great, great win for Adidas because they do the apparel for the game. And it's always good if you got, I guess it's always good or better if the product outfitter is well represented by some of their, players from that particular main platform along the way. That was one of the biggest complaints that you would get along the years because EYBL routinely has dominated in recent years the McDonald's picks. Not so fast and so much as of this year. So I guess the conversations will all be steered toward Texas. People be asking, what's going on now? What the hell? Is this an all-time low for Texas now? What do you say? And it's like no other than nothing. I would say it's not reason to hit the alarm, but it is a reason for concern. Because, and the reason I say that is because both Kingston Fleming and Shelton Henderson, both of them were two that had massive opportunities to leave their public schools and go and join the private school or the EYBL scholastic circuit or whatever. They both had many opportunities to do so, but opted to stay put in the public school ranks. And so now, do you have buyer's remorse if you are Kingston Fleming and or Shelton Henderson? And for staying. Now does this type of movement. Now one person that is on the McDonald's All-American voting committee, 2 of them now, as I mentioned, John Lucas is no longer on the committee, and that is Jermaine O'Neal has a vote, Bunzel has a vote. Both reside in the DFW area. Bunzel is on the Dealer side of the fence with his program, Southern Assault. Jermaine O'Neal is under the Nike umbrella with the EYBL, with his EYBL program. And of course, he has a school team, homeschool-based team, Dynamic Prep. So, it's like one of those things where if they coming in, we still didn't get a Kingston fan in. I really didn't feel a whole really bullish based on the missed games by Sheldon Henderson, and combined with as a result of his back injury, and he had opportunity to perform. It was basically put up or shut up during the Glenn Smith's Hoop Fest back in November when he went opposite Brandon Burris. And from what I understand, Sheldon did not hit the home run that he needed to get the ball moving or to move the needle in his favor. That didn't happen. The team later went to Kentucky, and he played opposite Moreno, a big fella who made the game, who's committed to Kentucky. That's their lone commit from this year. So as for Sheldon, it's like I kind of felt that the momentum was slipping for him. But Kingston, he pretty much, he had enough showings where he pretty much lived up to the hype, except for maybe going to Washington, D.C., when I think the team lost 2 games about a month or so, over a month ago. But other than that, Kingston Fleming damn near scored 50 against Jermaine O'Neal's team. So he almost put 50 against those guys. And so, then also, when they played against Wooten's team in the in Glenn Smith's event, he damn near had a triple-double in that game against the team that's coached by the head honcho of the McDonald's All-American Game Selection Committee. So I would think that was the metrics that would be used to have led one to believe that Kingston Fleming would have got in, but he didn't. So according to the intel that many of us have been prematurely briefed on. So once again, we'll see how this thing goes, and once it's going to be conversations all around the country. I think there's no room for alarm because the state of Texas will be back. 27, class of 2027, I'm leaning on real heavy. That's going to be, I guess, spearheaded by some of the Marcus Spears in that class. In that class of 2028, I feel really, really bullish about in Texas. And that class there is a gem right now. A lot of things can happen. A lot of kids get better, a lot of kids don't. So I just wanted to inform you guys and abreast you guys on the McDonald's All-American game and how things are going on that. So now, of course, in other news, in college news, SWAC, the teams are back in action tonight. And Texas Southern is in their second leg of the Alabama swing, and they're with Alabama State tonight after needing overtime to dust off Alabama A&M on Saturday. Prairie View, they continues to fall, to sputter, and I understand, but we probably didn't hit on it hard enough in respect to Prairie View. In case you guys wondering what's happening with them or what, because it's uncharacteristic to see PV losing all these conference games in men's basketball this early. That ain't the norm. It ain't been the norm, Alan, and we know it. Well, what happened is their leading scorer went down with a season-ending injury, and he was definitely
okay.
their leader.
I didn't know. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that long, slim guy that's from H-Town.
I know. Bad dude. Bad dude.
He is a dude, and I get it now. He went down, and he's.
But ain't no excuses though, right?
No. Ain't no excuse. That's a reason. That ain't the excuse.
Okay.
For the reason, because you picked those other players, but that's a reason that contributes to why they are not in the win column. That dude there is a bucket. He was probably going to lead the conference in scoring this year. He probably was. His last name was Anderson, I think.
Yeah, Nick Anderson, ain't it?
Nick Anderson. That's it.
Yeah, he bad. He a bad dude.
Yeah. But now he's gone for the year, and they're projecting he might get a medical and come on back for next year. In which, if he does, then look out for Prairie View. So that's the ticket on regarding the understanding for them. But once again, Southern is in action tonight at Mississippi Valley, and that should be an easy win for Southern. Should be, who remains a game ahead of TSU based on a game in. They have the tiebreaker on TSU on the top of the charts. Other than that, got a chance to watch some good college basketball this past weekend out. The Texas and A&M game was awesome. The University of Houston and Kansas game was double awesome. Of course, double overtime it took for U of H to win that game. How about you being down 6 points with 18 seconds to go, and the other team is at the free throw line? You're down 6 with 18 seconds to go, and the other team has to shoot 2 free throws.
And he missed.
That was the beginning of butter in a hot skillet. Right there. So shout out to the grit of University of Houston for putting up that game, because it just goes to show you, they gave up a lot of points, but that's too overtime.
They didn't shut down the lead scores this time, Jimmy.
They didn't. Not this time. Not this time. Not this time. But it's but I'm quite sure you take that W any way you can take it.
Jimmy, I'm on the bus. We getting on the bus, and I had turned it off because I was mad. Because I thought it was over with 17 seconds left. And then dude said, man, turn it back on, Mr. Ham, turn it back on. I said, what? And then them dudes, I said, how did they hit 6 points in 17 minutes? I couldn't believe, because didn't nobody seem like they could do it. I didn't. But then here come the Malik kid. Shout out to Malik. Malik, you're a bad dude. But Jimmy, I know you just glossed over it though. But them TSU women, man, are undefeated, man.
Yeah, they still undefeated.
Man, this dude. And what I've been learning though, just going around, because I ain't been doing this for 4 years, fourth year. And the conference seemed like it's better, and people, it's a lot of spark about it when TSU is winning. I guess people so used to TSU on top, but the women and the men, man, these girls. I mean, they just winning in all kind of fashions, Jimmy. I mean, it's just unbelievable, man. I've never seen this the women team this good. I didn't foresee this. I could sit up here and say that, all that, no. No, I didn't foresee this. But they come into play. They got a certain pep in their step. When how we go to shoot around and then they come. We go to practice. I mean, they go to practice first. We come after. If they got a little pep in their step, man, that's shout out to them girls, man. 6-0. That's a lot. This our first time, now we're finna go around. We're gonna play Prairie View next, and after the night, if we can get out. Listen, if we can leave Huntsville tonight, what is this? This is my student Montgomery tonight. We can. I'm going to town, Jim. Man, it's gonna be a hell of a feat, man. But let me tell you something. Both of these teams are hungry. Alabama State do not lay down for nobody. So it's going to be, y'all need to check us out tonight on the KTSU app or 90.9 FM. If you're listening, let me know so I can shout you out over the air. What else you got, Jim?
Yeah, the Alabama State, they They won a nail biter against Prairie View.
They're good, Coach. They're good.
And Alabama State is one game behind TSU in the standings right now.
Exactly.
So
yeah,
in the first half of conference play. So this is not an easy play to walk in the park.
Remember, Jimmy, on the road, I don't care who you are, it's hard to win in the SWAC. On the road.
So we what else do I have in regard to? And a lot of stuff we'll get ready to land.
Yeah, let's land it on that so I get out.
If you guys haven't shared the show, you can feel free to do so at this time. You can share the show if you haven't done so. Also, want to remind you guys, you can go over to rcssports.com, rcsports.com. We updated all of the district standings for the high schools around the area. They're all updated. The VIP news is updated. Also, the middle school city championships is the last week that you can enter a team. The last week you can enter a team for the middle school city championships. So if you think your middle school is going to finish first or second place, then you automatically qualifies. We take all of the champions from around the area, and they play in a tournament, which will take place the weekend of February the 15th and the 16th. For more information, look on the front of rcssports.com, and you can click the link to reserve your team spot. Nothing else is needed this time. No rosters, no money, nothing. You just need, if you got a team, click the button or contact us for more info. Spring Icebreakers coming up on us. That's registration. We're taking teams for that as well. And this Spring Icebreaker will be March the 5th to 14th through the 16th. You guys come on and sign your teams up for the Spring Icebreaker. It's going to be a great time, and over a couple of hundred teams are expected for that event as well. With that being said, it is definitely time up and time for us to get up on out of here.
You got one more minute.
I dedicate this show today to the matriarch of my household, and that's Sandra Menchaca Hicks. Her birthday is today. So shout out to Sandra. And
happy birthday, Miss Sandra. Oh, man, I got to text her, man. God.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're going to go and take her and get her some vittles and fellowship a little bit on this wet Monday after she gets off work. And that's where that's the play on that. So, once again, I want you guys to share the show on your way out the door. Thanks for tuning in to the Chop Shop on today. We got a lot, like I said, more to bring you guys. Hopefully everything will be right on tomorrow. But right now, Robert out of the Jim Hicks, and we are out of here.
See y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro, let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, we live.